Welcome back to the New Mexico State Aggies Dynasty. The season heats up with back-to-back rivalry games versus UTEP and New Mexico, who we have yet to beat in this dynasty. Aggies also find themselves ranked in the top 25 after starting the season undefeated. Game 1 today will be against the Miners, who travel to Las Cruces for this heated matchup. We kick off the action, 5 minutes left in the first. Wilson's going to fake the handoff to Alex Wing, pulls up the throw, but it's undercut and picked off by linebacker Stratton Schufelt, who was tackled at the 19, setting up great field position for the Miners. Now it's 2nd and 5. Chad Burke's going to fake the handoff. He's going to roll right. He's going to pull up and throw it. He's got wide open tight end Joe Napolitano setting up a 1st and goal. One play later, Marquez Taylor caps off the drive with a 1-yard touchdown. Miners take a 7-0 lead off the early turnover. Miners end up getting the ball back, and now they face a 3rd and 7 on their own 36. But Burks faces quick pressure, his hit from behind, and fumbles the ball. It's recovered by Eric Karlaftis, who scoops it and scores. Touchdown Aggies. Defense comes up big with the team down 10 to put points on the board. Aggies ball late in the second. Dom Dorworth is going to come in motion, catches the quick pitch, cuts upfield and sees nothing but green as he breaks this one off for a huge gain. Eventually, he's tackled at the 15-yard line, flipping the field on one play. The drive stalls and they have to force to kick a field goal, but Freddie Joya pushes it left of the upright and the score remains 10-7 going into the half. Defense controlling this game in the first half, only 165 yards total between the two teams, both defenses with 2 sacks apiece, and a turnover with the Aggies taking theirs back for 6. Let's see which offense breaks through in the second half to make a difference in this one. 4 minutes into the third, Aggies driving. Wilson's going to get flushed from the pocket and decides to tuck it and run, converting for a 3rd down, extending the drive on a nice scramble run. Later on, 2nd and 12, he's going to loft this one up above the linebacker beautifully into the hands of Isaiah Bita for a touchdown. Perfect placement in between defenders for a score. Aggies back on top here in the 3rd quarter. Miners ball now late in the 3rd. Burke's going to make an adjustment and gets the snap. He's going to throw this one up, and he's going to find Kevin Alvarez, who beats the corner downfield for a touchdown. He beat the press off, and the ball was placed perfectly for a long touchdown to grab the lead back. Aggies now trailing by 3. Wilson's going to take the snap from the 31. Blitz forces him to scramble right. Defenders converge on this, but he finds a way to find Kevin Trevino, who turns upfield for a big gain. Later on 2nd and 4, Aggies set up a screen for Alec Wing. He's got a convoy ahead of him, and he's going to find his way to the end zone. Touchdown pretty easily to take the lead 21-17 now in the 4th quarter. UTEP ball now halfway through the 4th quarter, facing a 3rd and 9. Aggies send a blitz, and DJ Warner comes through untouched for a sack, setting up a 4th and 19, getting the ball back for the Aggies. However, on 2nd and 4, Miners going to send a blitz over their own. Wilson takes a hit as he's throwing and ends up getting picked off by linebacker Nolan Meeks. Crucial time for Wilson to throw his 2nd pick of the game, and the Miners take over with good field position. And they're going to take a shot right after as Chad Burke throws it up top to Thomas Russ up the seam for a 27-yard pickup. And on the very next play, Burke's going to find halfback Marquez Taylor out wide for a quick strike touchdown. Aggies defense can't hold off after the pick and give up the lead. On the following possession, Aggies waste no time getting those points back. Wilson's going to throw this up, and he finds Dom Dorward, and he could go all the way. Touchdown, 75-yard quick strike play by the Aggies, and they take the lead just right back. Miners now driving late in the 4th. On 2nd and 10, Aggies going to send another blitz, and DJ Warner meets the quarterback for a sack, backing them up on 3rd and long. No choice but to go for it on 4th and 11. Burks is going to throw this one up top to give the receiver a chance, but it's intercepted by quarterback Jacoby Campbell. Clutch play by the defense late in the game. Defense has been coming at the quarterback all game, and now they finally get a turnover late here in the 4th quarter, possibly sealing the game. However, UTEP was able to get the ball back with under a minute to play. Last-ditch effort on 4th and 22. Burke takes the snap for the 39, needing a touchdown to win. He just throws it up in double coverage, and it's intercepted, this time by Neaton Mitchell, who ends up returning this back all the way to the 38-yard line, and that caps off the game. Aggies survive late in the Battle of I-10, knocking off UTEP 28-24 in an exhilarating second half shootout. Zach Wilson ends up being player of the game in this one. Despite throwing 2 interceptions, led the team to victory with 269 yards and 3 total touchdowns. Our rivalry episode continues on as the Aggies take on in-state rival the New Mexico Lobos, a team we have yet to beat since taking over state in this dynasty. Lobos ball early in the first quarter. Quarterback BJ Blade takes the snap, but it faces quick pressure and is sacked by DJ Warner, which marked his 20th career sack. Hopefully he get a chance to show what he can do on Sundays. Lobos get some yardage back, setting up a 3rd and 5 when Blades throws it up top, and Jacoby Jefferson hauls it in, runs away from the defense for a long touchdown. Lobos strike first, taking a 7-0 lead here in this one. Aggies ball now late in the first on 3rd and 4. Wilson's going to find Dorwart short across the middle. He picks up the first down and more, setting up a red zone appearance. And on the very next play, Wilson's going to fake the handoff, and he's going to find Abita up the seam for a touchdown. Aggies tie the game quickly, 7-7 here late in the first quarter. Lobos following possession. 2nd and 10, backed up on the 14. Blade's going to drop back for a pass, but it's picked off by Mitchell, and he's going to end up returning this one all the way back to the 9-yard line as the defense finds a way to get the ball back for their offense. 2 plays later, Wilson's going to drop back to pass, but he's going to decide to tuck it and run, and he's going to find the end zone pretty easily as the Aggies take the lead 14-7. We're still in the first quarter. Lobos facing a 3rd and 10. Aggies send a blitz, but Blades gets it away, and he's going to find Jacoby Jefferson once again. He could go all the way. Touchdown Lobos as he beats the press, and Blades got just enough on it, and he does the rest to tie the game at 14. Finally, in the second quarter, Aggies facing a 3rd and 10 when Whistler's going to scramble. He's going to decide to tuck it, and he's going to get just enough to extend the drive on 3rd down. Late on 1st and goal, Wilson's going to tuck it once again, and he's going to find his way in the end zone, but a flag is on the play, and that ends up coming back as Hakeem Maples get caught holding on the play. However, on 3rd and goal from the 3, Wilson's going to get flushed from the pocket. He's going to dart right. He's going to look for the pylon. He gets tackled, but he finds his way in the end zone. Touchdown Aggies. This time the play stands. Great toughness by the QB there. Lobos now driving late in the half. Blade's going to find Tyson Turner up the seam for 19 yards. On 1st and goal, Blade's going to tuck it and run. He's going to tuck right, and he's going to find his way for an end zone, scoring a touchdown of his own, tying the game at 21 apiece. That takes us to the half, where both quarterbacks are giving it their all, showcasing their dual threat ability, both accounting for all 6 touchdowns scored in this one. Defenses will have to find a way to slow them down to give one of their teams a chance. Blades in the Lobo offense gets the ball out of the half. He's going to fake the handoff, and he's going to come up throwing a strike to Elijah Brody, who then turns upfield for a big gain to start the half. They continue down the field when Blades throws a dot to Tommy Dorsey in the end zone, but it's broken up and dropped, denying him the touchdown. Lobos settle for a field goal, but kicker Brandon Lockett can't push it through the uprights, and they get nothing on the drive out of the half. Aggies ball now facing a 3rd and 14. Wilson's going to take the snap. He's going to drift back and throws a strike to Abeta for the first down, and much more as he jukes his way and is finally tackled and taken down at the 26-yard line. 1st and goal from the 6. When Wilson gets the snap, he's going to quickly tuck it and run up the middle for another Aggie touchdown, taking the lead right back. Now in the 4th quarter, Lobos force a punt, and the Aggies have trouble with it, and Evan Philbin blocks it. He's going to pick it up, and he's going to return this one all the way back for a touchdown. Huge special team play late in the game to deadlock the score once again. Following the score, Wilson's going to fake the handoff to Humphreys, and he's going to throw this one up top. It's Dom Dorwolf, and he could go all the way for a score. Touchdown Aggies. When in doubt, find number 19, and he's going to come through for the squad. 3 minutes left. Aggies now pad the lead with Alex Wing takes a handoff from the 2-yard line, breaks the plane for a score. 42-28 is the score now. Same score under 2 minutes. Lobos needing to score quickly. Blades is going to take the snap and find halfback Josh Perry on the slant, and he outruns the defense and eventually tackled at the 28-yard line. Later on 2nd and 4 from the 5, Blades is going to scramble left. He's going to tuck it and run. He's going to find the end zone once again, cutting the lead to 7. Onside kick with about a minute left. It's kicked, and it's recovered by Caden Trevino of the Aggies hands team, getting them the ball back. Lastly, with 30 seconds left, Deshaun Humphrey's going to take the ball on a power O. He's going to follow his convoy on his way to a touchdown as the Aggies take it to the rivals late in this one. And this is ultimately going to be the deciding factor as the Aggies finally beat the Lobos. Isaac Wilson balled out once again, scoring 5 total touchdowns in this one, taking home Player of the Game honors. Aggies remain undefeated to start the season. If you're excited and looking forward to what's coming, please hit that like button. Thank you guys for tuning in and see you guys next time.